Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to today's live session. I see that a couple of you have already joined and you're chatting. So just for all the new members, we will start today with our 30 minutes of Pilates, and then we will do our Q&A session afterwards. So you can come in, you can ask your questions down in the comment section at any time. Hi, hello, welcome. And then at the end of the session, I will go through all of the questions. I'll give you the tips and the feedback at the end of the session. I'm going to give it a few more minutes just so that we all catch up with each other. I go through the intro for today's class and what you can expect, and then we'll hop into things. So for today, we are going to be starting down on the mat, just warming up through the body. A lot of the members here are up north, so it's quite cold and rainy. Joints are a little bit tight, so we're going to gently warm up through there, find a bit of core stability, and then we will move into more of our strength and stretch focused movements. Hello. Okay, fantastic. So it seems like we're all on the same time. All right, so you're going to grab your mat and we are going to start coming down onto our back for our warm-up. So making your way down to the center, take your feet wide on the outside edges of your mat. And we're gently just going to take those knees and sway them side to side as we all come together. Just starting to connect here with the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Hands can be on your chest, on the side of the mat, wherever feels good. Let's bring it through center, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, keeping legs wide. We're going to roll those hips up towards you, off the mat. Hold at the top, inhale, roll it back down. We take an exhale breath as we roll up and down. Inhale at the top and bottom. Pausing at the tips of your shoulder blades, just so that you don't creep up into your neck. You really want to feel that you're anchoring those shoulders down, lifting up through the core, glutes, and hamstrings. Feel that you're tucking your hips towards your shoulders. Feel that connection through the core. Let's go 2 more. Massaging down the back. And 1. You're going to hold it now at the top, pressing equally into both feet and shoulders. Stretch your arms overhead and then bring it up. And reach. And lift. We're stretching through the arms as we keep strong in the lower body and core. Maybe pressing into your heels a little bit more. Feel those hamstrings. Let's go 2. And 1. Lift the arms up and roll the spine down. We're going to bring those legs into a tabletop position, squeezing up through those heels and legs. This time we're going to take a single leg stretch, taking arms overhead. Pull the leg in, return the arms over chest. So we stretch the arm and legs away from each other and bring it in. So I want you to feel that your rib cage and your lower back stays down to the ground. If you feel it lifting off the mat, then you pause and just return to the start. Take this at your own pace. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to bring it in. 1 more. And in double leg and both arms, we go to reach, stretch, bring it in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale to the start. Going a little bit higher up will feel more supportive. So if you feel that your back is arcing, I want you to take your legs a little bit more up to the ceiling. Lower down will be more challenge. 3. Good. Feel that you're starting to warm up, get some heat. 1 more. And let's bring it all the way in. Open your arms to goalpost or T, bringing legs to tabletop, lower back to mat. We're going to rotate those knees across, a little stretch. And center. Over to the other side. As you twist, opposite shoulder stays down, pulling core deeper and deeper. Can you think of pressing through your top knee and hip as you pull your core backwards? So you pull your belly button in and push your knee forward. Good. See if you can feel the oblique there starting to switch on. Let's go one more time to each side. Then we're going to build up a little bit more heat. All right, bringing it back through center. Let's wrap both of those hands around your shins, lifting up the chest, curl up through your chest. We're going to take both hands to one leg and switch. Single leg stretch. Lifting up through your mid-back, gaze towards your toes. Pull your knee to your nose. Get a little bit of movement going in those joints. 3, 2, open through the chest. 1, double leg stretch. Both legs come in, both legs stretch away. Pull it in. Deep breath in. Exhale, just like we did earlier. But now we have that chest lifted and the gaze is forward. Can you lift up a little bit more to the tips of your shoulders? Good. Let's go 2 and in and 1 and in. Roll it down. Brilliant. Bring your feet down in line with your hips, hands next to the side of the body. We're rolling the hips up and off the mat again. Quick breather, deep breath in at the top and rolling it down. Begin to feel the alignment of your knees with your hip and shoulders. Equal pressure on both sides of your back. Let's go one more. We're going to hold it up in our bridge position. Pressing down into your heels, lightly feel like you want to pull your heels to your shoulders, activating glutes and hamstrings. And if you're too high up on the shoulders, I want us to drop it down, hug that rib cage and core in. Feel that you're nice and strong. From here, lifting one leg to tabletop. Can you hold it? Squeeze and lift through this bottom glute. Let's push and pull this top leg. Drop your hips a little bit lower if you're feeling your lower back. And press into your shoulders more. Any breath here is good. We push and pull. Lovely. Let's go 2 and 1. We're going to bring it to tabletop. We got a fun one today. We take this foot underneath this opposite leg, opening through your hip. Then come back up and stretch. Bend, little twist, and then extend. What we're looking for here is nice and strong and stable on this bottom leg as we stretch and twist through the top leg. Find stability across your shoulders and hands. And 2. 1 more. Bring it up and slowly curl the spine down, going for leg circles. We're going to take this leg down, around, and left. Option to bend your knee if you need. 1 breath per circle. And your bottom hip is staying on the ground. 1 more, and then we're going to reverse it. Good. Reverse the circle around and up through center. Can we think of this bottom knee? We want to try and keep it steady in line with our hip, so not swaying. Think of squeezing your inner thighs together. 2. Lovely. 1 more. Bring it all the way in and set. We're bringing the feet in line with the hips again. We're rolling those hips up and off the mat. Deep breath in at the top. And exhale, we're coming down again. Just a moment to reset, finding alignment. Can you press down into your triceps, the back of your arms? Feel how that opens your chest. Maybe pressing into your pinky fingers. Let's go one more. We take it up. We're pausing at the shoulder blades. We hold. Pull your heels towards your shoulders as well. Find that connection in the glutes. Opposite leg comes up, tabletop. Find center. Push and pull. Finding that deep strength and stillness in your bottom leg. Think of rib and hip connection here in the front. Drop your hips a little lower to find that. Lovely, let's go 2. And 1, we're bringing in that fun 1. We bring tabletop, dip it underneath that bottom leg. Bring it to tabletop, big stretch. Good, continue moving at your own pace, now that you're familiar with the move. You can even think of lifting your hip a little bit higher as that bottom leg goes under. Give yourself some space. Have some fun. 1 more. Woo. Glutes is working. Let's hold it there and roll it down. Let's take it for our leg circles. We're going around and lifting. Well done if you kept it up there for that whole time. And if you took pauses, good. You know, you can always come back to the class, build it up. Let's come to our center. Pull that rib cage down. 1 more. Reverse. And lift. Find that connection to breath. Exhale to lift. Or 1 breath per circle. 2. And 1. And lower that leg straight down. Opposite leg slides away. Lift the arms straight up over the chest. And let's take our roll-ups. Half lift the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, big curl forward and up. Dive to the toes. Lift it up, curl back. All the way or halfway, your choice. Big stretch. Good. Pressing ankles and the heels into the mat. Feel that connection to the back of your legs. It's really going to start to help you control yourself all the way down and up. You can think of zipping your belly button to your chest, finding that deep strength to lift you. We're going to go 1 more. We're going to hold it at the top. Dive it forward all the way to the toes. Drop it down. Find a stretch. And curl it up. Let's take those feet wide. Sitting up tall, bend the knees if you need. We want that flat back. We're going to curl forward, down between the legs. Roll it up. Restack. Allowing your shoulders to rest on your back. And notice if they've crept up into your ears. Find length in your neck. Drop them down. As you curl forward, pull your core and hips back. It's going to give you a nice stretch in lower back and hips. Let's go 1 more. And rebuild. Brilliant. Relax those arms down. We got a fun one coming in here. We're bringing the legs in. Using fun a lot today. All right, so we're going to have that alignment, knees, hips, reaching your arms forward. And you're slowly going to curl yourself halfway back. Can you hold that? Bringing 1 leg into tabletop, lower down, and alternate. What we want to feel here is this deep lower abdominal connection, pulling belly button towards your lower back, up towards your chest. Lengthen from your hips to your head. We're starting to find that balance here. One more. And center, let's curl it forward over the toes and sitting up tall. Now we're going to bring those legs into the hands. So you're going to grab onto your shins. Second leg comes in. Can you find that balance on your sit bones? If you've rocked back, that's okay. Just come back up. I want us to first find this hover. We're lengthening through the back of the chest and opening up through the front. Good. Hold it there. Gently start to look down at your hips, so you're finding a deeper C shape. Hug your knees to your chest, so bend your elbows, use your biceps, and let's get those legs nice and close. Begin to rock forward and back. We go back and forward. Gentle rock. Inhale back, exhale up. Just to the tips of the shoulder blades. Each time you come up, can you try see if you can hold your hover a little bit longer, especially if it was challenging earlier. Two more. Keep your gaze down. And one. We're going to hold that hover that we've been practicing. So hold that hover, reach the arms forward, lift your gaze over your knees to the wall in front of you. You're going to take one leg, extend it out, and then slowly start to lower your chest. See how far you can go. And then pull your leg in, curl your chest up. Come back to the top. Alternate. Leg extension. Lower your chest. Big exhale, lift. And you don't have to go all the way back. Maybe you just go here. Maybe you go all the way down. Can you imagine someone is pulling you up from your middle finger? That really helps. Envision like someone's pulling you forward. Tapping through the lower back and lifting. Let's go one more. See if you can go a little deeper, maybe slower. All the way up, grab your legs, lower your chest down, open your knees, and let's just fold it forward, find a stretch. Well done. Good, nice little challenge there. Right, let's cross those legs, bringing yourself up into a high kneeling position. I'm going to shimmy myself back. We're going to be up in this high kneeling. We're going to stretch those arms forward. We're going to take the chest forward and then start to sweep your arms back behind you. Reach back, lean forward, and make sure that your hips are slightly towards your heels for balance. We come forward, lift your arms forward. Sweep the arms back and forward. So we're just starting to find that alignment here, and then we're going to add on. As you come forward, you're trying not to press your hips forward. You want to guide yourself up through your chest. And as you hinge, feel that your head is in line with your hips. Let's go 2. And 1. The next one we're going to add on. You're going to hold your high kneeling position. And we're going to hinge it back. We come forward. And then previous position, we go forward. And lift. Hinge back. Hinge forward. Option to just take your hips towards your heels. If the hinge back, so you can drop hips down, lift it up, and forward. Let's go 2. Feel how you're pressing down into your shins, lengthening through your head. One more. We're going to hold that forward hinge. Hold that position. Come a little bit more forward for challenge, a little bit back for support. Let's lift and lower the arms. Rib cages in, belly button to chest. Good. Reaching through your middle finger, lengthening through your head. 5. Stretching open through the chest. 3, 2, 1. Sweep your arms forward, press your hips back to rest position. Hold it there for a moment. Release. All right, we're going to come into 4-point kneeling. We're going to press those hips back, tuck the toes under, and we're going to come forward. You're going to find a low plank position down on the knees, and then press your hips back again. And forward, feel how you're lifting up through your chest as you shift forward. Nice exhale as you come forward, and then inhale back. Can we press into those pinky fingers? Feel the connection to the lats. Good, we're gonna add on. We come forward, we hover the knees into a low plank, press your heels back, lower the knees, and then press your hips back. So we come forward, we lift and hover, plank, knees, and stretch. Now, as you push your heels back, you're lifting up through the chest. Or you can think of pressing down into your hands. Let's go 3. And 1 more. Hold that plank position. Press yourself back a little bit more. Get that stretch through the heels. Lift up through the chest a little bit more. And single knee tap. Steady through the back. Imagine balancing a cup in your mid-back. Press yourself back a little bit more. 2 more each side. Good. Lengthen through your neck and head. Last set. Lower those knees down and press yourself back. Find a stretch. Good. We're going to come forward into that low plank again. But this time we're going to take a twist. So you're going to twist towards me. Come back through center. Lower the knees down. We hover and twist. Center and down. So we want those knees to be a little bit away from you. So we're not in quite a 4-point. We're slightly behind the wrists. And we're pivoting on the toes. Lovely. Lengthening from your head to your heels. Let's go 1 more time to each side. Good. Find your center. Lower your knees down. Press your hips back 1 more time. Oh, nice little challenge here today. All right, let's bring it forward into a prone position. All the way down. And you're going to be up on your forearms today for our single leg kick. So we've got those elbows underneath the shoulders, pressing down into the forearms. And then I want you to pull your chest forward and up, looking at that wall in front of you. All right, let's pull the belly button to the chest. Feel that core supporting your lower back. And then we're going to float both legs, squeeze through the glutes, and lower it down. Good. We take a little bit of a lift and lower. Thinking of the crease of the glute. And release. Good. Let's go 2. Lengthen up through your head. Stretch out the legs. 1 and down. Lift it up and hold. You're going to go single leg kick. So you're bringing one leg and you go 2 pulses. Stretch away and then switch. And stretch. Feel that you go heel to opposite glute to feel hamstring. Press down into your elbows a little bit more. Feel that support lifting through your chest. Belly button to chest, supporting lower back. Drop the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Good. Final set. And one more. And lengthen. Lower the legs down, lower the chest down. And bring your hands just underneath the shoulders. We're going to press through the hands. You're going to lift up through the chest. Going up as high as feels good. And then lower with control. Deep breath in as you lift and then exhale as you lower. Pressing down into your pinky fingers as you lift. You want to think shoulders are drawing down and down and down, which allows you to open up through the front of your chest. So can you feel shoulders drawing down, head getting long, lifting up? Good, let's go one more. And all the way down. Good. We are going to stretch through those arms. And we're going to lift it up. So we're going arms and legs, floating them up. And down. Good. Deep breath in, we go up. So now we're combining those 2 exercises, feeling the upper back and the crease of the glute. Such a good exercise for our posture, finding length through the back of the body. Feel that full activation as well. Let's go 2. We're going to hold on 1 to find that sweet spot where you're challenged, but you don't feel compromised. Hold it there. Start to kick through your legs, just the legs. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, mouth. Lengthen from your hands to your heels, get longer. Now, I only want you to add in the arms if it feels good for you. If it throws you off balance, just keep your arms steady. Strong and stable is better than trying to do all of it at once. Shoulders down, lengthen through the neck. Two more rounds. And 1. Release with control. Bring your hands and tuck your toes. Let's take it back to a rest position, bringing it to our cool down. Well done. Let's bring it forward. We're going to take a cat stretch into a pike. We open the chest, deep breath in. Round and then lift your hips up to the ceiling if that feels good. Lower the knees, open the chest. Option to stay low to the ground. Keep your knees down if you prefer. Can we press into the pinky fingers? Feel the stretch through the chest. Two more. So as you feel that heart rate coming down. And 1. As we lower down, we're going to take our knees nice and wide, heels together. Stretch open to the ceiling, gaze up. Twist under, press your hips back. Lengthening that exhale. Good, one more. And switching over to the other side. Gazing up to the ceiling as you twist open to stretch the chest. And then pressing your hips back, lengthen through your head, feel that deep twist. One more. Excellent work, drop your toes, press your hips back, walk your hands forward. Feel that final stretch into the hips and lower back. And let's roll it all the way up. Big stretch. Release. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Monday live stretch and strength. Hopefully feeling that connection of all of the muscles in the back of the body feeling stronger, the front of your chest feeling more open. Such a nice way to start the week. You're feeling a little bit more open, more confident in your posture. As always, if this is all for you today, thank you so much for joining me. If you do want to add on, there are other classes on the channel, but we do have our Q&A session now as well. So if you want to stay, have a chat, come and say hi. I always love connecting with you, seeing the familiar faces, chatting to you, seeing how things are going for you. And if you have any questions, I answer them live here with you right now. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Let's check in. How are we feeling? I'm definitely feeling a whole lot better. I was feeling a little tired, a little fatigued today, and doing some movement, getting back into my body, and I'm feeling fantastic. Thank you so much, Lucy. Thank you so much, Charlene. Oh, I love the lemon, the little cute lemon. It's stunning. It's very sweet. I always appreciate it. I love being here with you guys on a Monday and doing these classes with you. And so your support always means so much. So thank you. Okay, I know we had some questions here at the start. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the top. I'm going to start with those questions, and then I'm going to work my way down. So for everyone else that's coming in, just coming in from their mat, coming to join the chat. Okay, so thank you for your question, Tobias. You had a question about the feet and massages for the feet. So I have a ball here. I went and I grabbed it. It's a Slazenger ball, so it is slightly harder than a tennis ball, but softer than a cricket ball. You can also use a tennis ball if you like. And what I do with my clients in my one-on-one sessions with them is standing on the ball, and you have yourself handy by a wall, and you just want to start to gently roll out through the feet. And as you start to get comfortable with that, you can kind of get in a little bit deeper, really, getting into the arches, getting into the ball of the foot, maybe into the back of the heel there. And that will start to give you that release that you're looking for in the feet. Most importantly is that once you have done your myofascial release with the ball on your feet, you want to strengthen through those muscles. So oftentimes when things get tight, we think that we just need to be stretching and massaging, but we also want to be strengthening those muscles. So doing some calf raises and certain footwork. I have standing classes on the channel. So I'd highly recommend actually start with your myofascial release with your ball under your feet, and then going to do one of the 10-minute standing classes to help get all of the muscles activated in the ankles and the arches, and see how that goes for you. I'd love to hear back from you once you've done a few of those, and then you can come and let me know how the feet are feeling. So thank you for your question. I'm sure there are lots of people that have a similar struggle with their feet, especially those who run. So this will be handy for them as well. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Love your classes. Thank you, Aries. That is so kind. I love having you here every week, and your support and your awesome energy. So your messages just fill me up. Love that what you do and look good doing it. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Um, I don't feel like I look good while I'm doing them. Of course, that's just how it goes. I think everybody feels that way. You're like flustered, you're breathing, you're exercising. They always say one of the principles of Pilates is not grace. But I am grateful that I look good when I'm doing them. All right, how are we doing? Yeah, hi Tobias. Maybe Chelsea can start next week's class with some feet fascia release. That might be fun. I love that, Lucy. Let's definitely do that. Let's do a lovely standing class next Monday. We haven't actually done a live standing, I don't think. So we'll do a standing class for next week's live class for anyone who's interested. And we'll start with our myofascial. I love that, Lucy. Thank you. And why not today? So we didn't do it today because we had our plan for the stretch and strength class, but come back next week and we'll definitely do a standing class. She'll probably need a standing class, exactly. But it's going up next week, Monday. We'll do a live. That's what I love about these sessions is that they really help form the upcoming Monday classes or the uploads that I do for the week. If I know what the questions are, that really inspires me to bring you the classes that are going to be the most helpful. So next week, Monday, standing live class. Good, strong arm work today, definitely. Yeah, there was a lot of like balancing connections to the arms, the shoulders, biceps, and lats. Sneaky biceps there and the rolling like a ball as well. I'm glad you felt that. How's the shoulder? Also, how did the pike go for your shoulder, Lucy? I'd love to hear back. I need to ask you yet that you could be the camera close up to see the soles of your feet. Glass broken into. Okay, so I will pop me a message and I have some classes where I can get a little bit where you can then zoom into the classes with the myofascial ball and then you can learn how to use that. There should be loads of classes for that specifically as well. I suggest you do the couple one-on-one. Chelsea's, she can assist. Thank you, Shalene. Yeah, that's actually also a great option, Tobias, is I do one-on-one private classes online. So you can book in. I've got a package at the moment. There's 4 sessions. We'll specifically focus on the feet. We'll really get you feeling more comfortable and stronger, getting that released. So those are my private sessions. I will leave the link down below, and then you can book in for that. I think that's a great idea because those personalized sessions are awesome. You can really take the time that you need so that we can focus on the areas you want to get stronger in. I know she has an intro package with 4 classes. Exactly, Charlene. Yeah, perfect. Can you do it now, please? So yeah, I would say that the best would be for us to I will share the classes of the standing classes with you, or we can do private sessions and we can focus in on the feet. And I think that will be the most helpful. All right, let's see. Do we have any other questions coming in today? How are we feeling with that spinal work today, really getting through the back of the body in prone position? Did we feel that connection to the back of the body? And then as well with those hovers, that was a bit of more of a sneaky challenge. Lots of hovering today. Okay, so I think that is all the questions. Thank you so much for joining for today's live class. I will see you next week, Monday, for our standing live class. So bring your myofascial balls. If you don't have one, grab yourself a tennis ball, maybe a small foam roller. Come and join us. And even if you just play around there in that standing work, that'll be good. And thank you so much. And then, yes, if you're wanting more personalized sessions, then you can book in for those 4 intro sessions, and we can make sure that we are helping you get stronger in the feet or in the back or in the hips, wherever you feel like you need them. Have a lovely week, everybody. Thank you for joining. I will see you next Monday. Bye.